With protocols having been established, good morning to everyone. Today signifies the culmination of an extraordinary journey, one characterized by trials, personal growth, uncontainable laughter, and incredible memories. As I stand before you as the head girl for the academic year of 2024 to 2025, I am overcome by a complex blend of emotions: nostalgia, apprehension, and overwhelming sense of anticipation. This moment is both exhilarating and daunting, a testament to how far we've come and how much lies ahead. However, let's get real. Between me and you, the fear has been overruling any other emotion I've experienced thus far. In fact, I was so terrified that approximately 8 hours ago at 12:27, when I started to write my speech, I did not know what I was going to say. Yes, you may be wondering, well, how she's head girl and still in the procrastination stage? But it wasn't procrastination that enabled nervousness in me constructing my speech. It was the thought of letting go of all the memories and advancing in life, which meant leaving the Commonwealth School behind, something I was not ready to do. For those of you who may not know, or may have forgotten, let's take a trip down memory lane of the Combermere experience. Parents, let me start with you. I'm sure you can still remember that first day in September 2018 when you brought your child or children here to this prestigious institution. The nerves you felt, the love you poured out upon your child or children, and the high expectations that you had for them. But from the time we all stepped foot in the Commonwealth School, you had nothing to worry about because we all became our own little families in our very own ways. Graduates, how many of you remember your first day? Your first culture day, for some of you, your first after dark, or the highlight of first form, spank it with two specific individuals who I will not call, or a video advertisement of a part 2 for physical alteration with another 2 individuals whose names I also will not call. For some of us, it was running down the hall screaming, "Mom coming, Mom coming!" to your classmates to tell them get inside and stop playing. These memories shaped us and prepared us for the Combermere culture, the up and on culture. In contrast to our first few weeks of not knowing anyone or having doubts about being here, upon venturing into the second form, we were truly ready to be called a Combermere. Second form is what we call the golden year. It's when I really fell in love with the Combermere School. I'm sure that most of us can agree second form was the best year at this school. Maybe it was that day during BSAT when the entire school walked across to the stadium chanting and praising our athletes. Or maybe it was coming back from physical education and realizing that your class will get raided. No chairs, no tables, and you spend the whole class time outside looking for furniture. I must say, honorable mention to the past students of Farm 2B who got put out their classroom for attempting to lock a teacher outside by sticking a pencil in between the door. That did not turn out well. For some of us, second form was getting beaten by Mr. Mears and hoping that nobody else in here. Actually, graduates, tell me how much of these nicknames you remember. Corn Curls, Wabisco, Mop Head, Frozone, a special mention to Mr. Ferguson, Fergie. And the list goes on. Whatever that moment was for you, it will forever be special. Then came the COVID-19 pandemic, which altered all of our lives and robbed us of our third and full farm experience. However, one would think, well, when I'm online, so nothing can really happen, but you would be wrong. For example, logging into registration online and falling asleep before it's done, knowing that you're missing first, second, third, and fourth period, and it's lunchtime. Wow. Or when we had online exams and suddenly nobody's camera or Wi-Fi was working. Maybe it was missing an assignment and emailing your teacher the next day, "Mom, my Wi-Fi went out. Can I get an extension, please?" For 4B, "Mom, my butt under my bed." Wow. For a teacher asking, "Student, where is your butt and you're at home?" I don't know. Although online learning was not ideal, we made the most of it and still found a way to integrate it into our Combermere experience. Last but not least, 5th and 6th form, the life-changing years. Boy, I wish somebody had warned me of the hard work necessary to execute greatness in those year groups. That's when a lot of us realized the playing time was over and it was time to lock in and chat. The hours we spent studying and preparing for those CSE exams really showed our maturity and how far we came. Instead of sitting during a free period and relaxing or talking, we were in that determined phase and studying to get grade 1s and 2s. Despite the nerves and the stress, we all persevered, and look where we are today. On July 3rd, 2025, sitting in the same hall where we sat 7 or 2 years ago for orientation. Preparing to close this chapter in our lives. The Combermere School has been instrumental in shaping our identities, influencing our perspectives, and refining our approach to life. Our sincerest gratitude is extended to all who have supported us in reaching this significant milestone. From the unwavering commitment of our teachers and the indispensable efforts of the ancillary staff, to the unwavering support of our parents, and most importantly, the determination within ourselves. As I look around this room, I see a cohort of emerging visionaries, future educators, legal minds, medical professionals, entrepreneurs, artists, tradespeople, and perhaps even a future Prime Minister, Nathan Hemsworth, or the President. I am deeply honored to have walked this path alongside such phenomenal individuals. As I bring this chapter to a close, I've come to understand a profound truth, that once God ordains a path for you, no force can divert it. Reflecting on my 11-year-old self, who once sat tearfully in her bedroom, door shut like Saul, crying to hear that I passed for Combermere School, I know she would now be proud. Proud of not only her own growth, but of the collective journey shared with her peers. Our experiences here, the laughter, the lessons, the legacy, will echo through these halls and these corridors after we've left them behind. On behalf of all the graduates of 2025, I express heartfelt gratitude to the Combermere School and its wider family for nurturing 148 brilliant, dynamic individuals. We made it, and according to Nicki Minaj, I wish I could have this moment for life. So, class of 2025, we lived, we were here, and now it's time to say goodbye. 2025 signing out. Thank you. I would now like to invite back the head boy of the school along with the principal so we can make a presentation on behalf of the graduates of 2025.